Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Well, hello there, matey. This is Maria, and I'm so glad you joined me today. Arrr. So grab yourself something to drink, and let's talk Pirate Disney. Are you a fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Walt Disney World or Disneyland? I hear that it is really neat at Disneyland, and I just love it. I love the theming, the music, the boats, the smell of the water, and all of the different animatronics and scenes as you go through. But my favorite scene is definitely the dog who is holding the keys, and the prisoners locked in jail are kind of trying to coax him over with a bone or different things so that he will come and give them the keys. So this is Pluto, and he is in the spirit of the pirates with the dog, or with the key. And he's from a Bibbidi Bobbidi box. So I'm gonna have him join us and sit right here while we take a look at some pins. So I have a pin board that is all pins featuring the dog with the key. So I can't wait to give you a closer look at them all. So this is the overview, and this pin board is actually a frame that I purchased at Hobby Lobby, and it was on the clearance section. If you take a look at the back, you can see that it was just a plain frame. It didn't come with any glass, and I used some of that foam board. And then on top of the foam board is a thin layer of cork. And then I just pulled black fabric around the whole thing and hot glued it all into place so that it would stay together. Because I wanted something a little nicer to have hanging in our house. It was a little more finished than a traditional cork board. So this is what I came up with, and this is my collection. So would you like to take a closer look? All right, let me come in and let's start with this amazing pin right here. The first pin that we will look at is the Doorways to Disney collection. And the Doorways to Disney was a collection that featured 12 pins. So this is one of them. They were all the different attractions. And this one is a limited edition of 4,000. And the year was 2017. So these pins, you can see that there's a sliding element here. So it slides open, and then once it's all the way out of the way, the door opens, hence Doorways to Disney. And you can see all of the detail inside of the prisoners in jail trying to coerce that dog, but haha, he's not letting them out. So this is a really cool pin, and I love the backer card. So I'm gonna take it off. I think that might be a better way to show you guys. This is the pin on the backer card, and you can see the movable element and how it opens. And then if I take it off the backer card, you'll be able to see there's two pin posts and the limited edition and the year. And you can see how the hinge is together on this pin. And then you can see how it moves right here on the back. So this is such a cool series. This is the only pin in the Doorways to Disney series that I own, but there are a couple more that I would probably enjoy having in my collection. Okay, are you ready for the next pin? This is a very recent pin, and I purchased this on a trip to Walt Disney World this year. And I love it. It's a great colors, and it's a rack pin. So Pluto's running, and he's got the keys, and it's got the Mickey waffling on the back. So very nice. Here comes trouble. All right, so the next pin in my collection has an interesting take on it. It is Pluto, and look who is in jail. Mickey is dressed up like Jack Sparrow, and Pluto is outside of the jail cell. This pin is from 2009, and it's an open edition, and it does have the feature of the pin-on-pin element. So Pluto is the pin-on-pin, and then you can see the back. You can see where the Pluto pin is attached. I like that. I think it's cute when Pluto gets to play the dog. Okay, next up, I have a pin from 2016, and this pin was part of a mystery pack, and it was one of the choices of the pins. There was 8 different pins, and it was the Disney Parks Attractions mystery box. So this one is perfect for this collection. I like the dog in this pin does look quite a bit like the actual dog in the attraction. He's kind of scruffy looking, skinny. All right. The next pin I'm going to show you is a really cool one. Have you heard of Pin Trader Delights? So this is a Pin Trader Delight pin. They're also called a pin from the Disney soda fountain. And of course, all of them feature ice cream. So our dog has ice cream with a bone in the top, of course. Pup cups, right? Do any of you take your dogs? Our local ice cream place has pup cups, and it's like $1, and they give you like a little cup of whipped cream or something that your dog can eat, kind of like pup cups at Starbucks. So of course his has a bone in it. I love the waffling on the back of these soda fountain pins. Can you see the ice cream cones? So that is very cool. I like the colors of the gray dog. All right, next up, we've got another Pluto edition. And this is from a simple booster pack. And it's Pluto. It's kind of small, kind of a funny shape. But it has Pluto holding those keys. And there was 4 pins in this booster set from 2016. You can see they fit everything on the back there with a little bit of a different shape. So perfect addition for this pin collection. All right, the next one I think is so clever. This is also a Pluto version. And you know, we love things on pins that move. Well, check out his ears. He's got pierced ears, and he's got gold hoops in his ears. So I think that's cool. It's very, very Jack Sparrow of him. And this pin is from 2006. I believe it was just a rack pin. So you can see on the older pins, they don't all have the waffling. Just like a sandblasted finish. So that's a cute one. I just love that he's got that grin with the keys, and then the little movement from the ears is great. I'm going to show you another pin that is supposed to have a dangle element. So this pin it's pretty. This is a kind of a heavy pin, and it does have a pin-on-pin element with the dog on the edge. And if you can see, the dog has like a piece sticking out of his mouth. It's got a little opening on there. It's supposed to have a little key dangling from there, actually like 3D little metal key. And when I ordered it on eBay, it arrived and it did not have the actual key in the dog's mouth. So I contacted the seller, and I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize it didn't. It must have come off. And so they refunded me the price. I still think it's a great pin, but I do miss that dangle element. So we have a sandblasted back, and this is 2002. And I think a cool thing about this is, can you see the Pirates of the Caribbean logo on the back of the pin, so in addition to the pin trading logo, you also have the attraction logo, and I think that's really cool. So this is a nice pin, kind of hefty, pin on pin, and a proper pin would have the dangle element from the dog's mouth. Okay, are you ready to see another Pluto version? This is a pin that I actually saw on Oh Hello Robin's channel. She had the Sounds of the Season pins, and as soon as I saw that there was a pirate's dog one, I was so excited, and I love how he's like, ooh. I don't have a very large collection of holiday pins, but I thought this one was best suited for this board. It does have a pin-on-pin element, as you can see there, and the back has the waffling. And this pin is actually from Disneyland. It was released there in 2016, and it's a limited edition of 3,000. And this pin, there were, I believe, 4 pins in the Sounds of the Season set. So that's a really cool one. All right, 2 more to go. Are you ready? All right, so the next one we have is Pluto, and I love the dark night sky in the background with the stars and the palm trees, and he's kind of got the Jack Sparrow look. He's got his bandana and stuff. He is holding in his mouth not actually the key, but a lantern, and that's okay because I think it's close enough, and it gives me that same spirit of the attraction. And so this is a 2011 pin, and it's from the Disney Pirates Mystery Collection. So it came out of a mystery box collection. So I like that. Okay, the last pin on my Pirates dog pin board is this one. And this is from 2000. If I can get it to focus, 2006, and look at the backer card. Isn't it cool? You don't see backer cards that are so specific to pins. Now they're all just black or white, and we got the original pricing tag from Walt Disney World, and I'll take it off of there to show you. It's got the skull on it, so I think that's really cool. So the pin has the scene, and it's Mickey and friends, and then Pluto is holding the key. And on the back, you can see the older type pin with the sandblasting, so 2006. But you can see where they have the pin on pin, where Pluto is attached. So very cool. I like that it has Mickey. And then it also, has Goofy in there, and I think that's really neat. So this one on my pin board, since the backer card was kind of unique, I decided to display it on the backer card. So here you go to get an overview. Sometimes it kind of helps to see, the size, the scale of the pins when you see them together. Some are larger and some are smaller. So, I'm excited. I'm sure there are so many pins that depict this scene, and some of them are very expensive. So, I'm sure I'll continue to add to this collection as I find affordable pins, and it's something that I really enjoy. So I hope that you have had a good time, my pirate friends, and thank you for joining me. Smile and have a great week. Arrr.